in boss path, when he has a collision with my bullet, first of all, I want to destroy my bullet so it doesn't go strafing through, merrily subtracting life as it goes. So I'm going to destroy the other thing, which is my bullet. And then I'm going to set global.bossHits to be -1 relative. So anytime that boss path gets hit by a bullet, it's going to subtract 1 from his health. Makes sense. I need to do a similar thing in homing. So in boss homing, when he has a collision with my bullet, destroy the bullet, the other thing, and then set global.bossHits to be -1 relative. Kind of tricky, I know. Let's see if this works. I'm not doing anything when he reaches 0 life, so I need to eventually do that. But first of all, in order for that variable to exist, I need to go into my room and put a boss control in the room. So it's this invisible object. I can check global variables by running the debugger. So instead of using the green arrow, I'm going to use the red arrow just next to it. So that gives me my information window over here and my game here. Under Tools, I'm going to show global variables. Notice down here at the bottom, hey look, it's boss hits. Boss hits is 10. I'm going to click on my game to give that focus and then shoot this guy. Outstanding. So notice that it is subtracting from his hits. I don't have anything for when he dies, but notice that it is subtracting for both versions of him. Awesome. All right, so what do I do to destroy this guy? What I'm going to do is, every step, I'm going to check to see if boss hits is dead yet, or if that variable is less than 1. If global.bossHits is smaller than 1, I'm going to do my destruction of bosses here. Now, one problem is that I don't know which boss is around right now. It could be either one, so I need to check that. All right, so boss path. If you are in the room, so if the number of boss paths is 1, I'm going to do something with you. If the number of boss homings is equal to 1, I'm going to do something with you. So this is boss path, this is boss homing. Okay, so if boss path is in the room, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create an explosion effect where he's at. So under draw, this only works in the Pro Edition. You might need to change him to a different sprite if you have the light. I'm going to create an explosion. And it's going to be at boss path underscore o.x, because that's the x position I wanted at. Boss path underscore o.y. It's going to be large, and I'm going to make it kind of orangish. I have to use the name of boss path here, because if I just said self.x and self.y, it would create the explosion at the controller, the invisible controller. That's not cool. All right, next, I need to make sure boss path goes away. So I'm going to have it destroy object boss path. The commands for boss homing are going to be very similar. I'll create an explosion at boss homing's x and y, and then destroy boss homing. Explosion, boss homing underscore o.x, boss homing underscore o.y. It's going to be large. It's going to be orange. And then I'm going to destroy object boss homing. Die! Die, boss path. Yay! All right, so that works. I should probably have something about winning at this point. Now, one problem is that if I actually put in right here the question which asks if you want to play again, I won't get to enjoy that fantastic sensation of destroying the boss and watching him explode. Instead, it'll just instantly end the game, and I won't actually see the explosion because it'll instantly end. What I would like to do is give myself a couple seconds of pure enjoyment of having beaten the game. So I'm going to set an alarm in here to, I don't know, 60. Or in here, if I defeated the other guy, to 60. I need to do it inside of these statements here because otherwise boss hits will be less than 1 over and over and over again. It'll reset my alarm to 60 over and over and over again, and it'll never count down to 0. However, if it's inside of these blocks here, there will be no boss homing because I destroyed him, or there will be no boss path because I've destroyed him. So it won't reset the alarm multiple times. It'll only do it the one time. Once that alarm counts down, I'm using alarm 0 in the controller, then your endgame stuff happens here. You win! Yay! And then whatever your endgame stuff happens here. I'm going to put in something called a comment. Put endgame stuff here. Comments actually have absolutely no effect on the game. This is to leave notes for yourself within code. You can pull this out and it'll have no effect. I'm just putting this here so that I remember later on. Put your endgame stuff here. So let me see if I blow him away if I see my message. Kaboom! You win! Yay! Outstanding. All right. I've gone over barriers. I've gone over multi-hit enemies. I've gone over a boss. All this stuff is saved in my scroll demo period 2.